Please, 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 please do not let the hard work go unnoticed. The hard work by the lift operators up at Powderhorn Mountain Resort. Each day they break down the maze so the groomers can get in with their snow cats. The one thing I like to see is the patio deck doesn't have the picnic tables, the patio furniture. That's all been cleared off in anticipation of shovels, hopefully snowblower machinery clearing off that deck. Already 2 inches. This was, a couple hours ago. Well, actually, it was right at 4 o'clock when they were closing up. You can see here, nice conditions up there. 2 inches at the base, probably double that up top. The snow stake cam at Powderhorn Mountain Resort, a little obstructed by snow on the lens, so we couldn't get a clear shot. I'm not sharing that with you. But we do have ongoing snow right now over the Grand Mesa, ongoing snow in the central mountain zones. This is all actually in a process of shifting away from us towards the northeast of Colorado, but that also sets up a different scenario where we get a lot of snow coming in on the backside energy. That satellite image looked impressive. Radar image a little less supportive of heavy snow. It's light to moderate. In the lower elevations, the valley locations, we've only recorded minor periods of light snowfall. But as we continue during the overnight hours tonight, one of our biggest problems getting into today was the warm surface, warm streets, warm dirt, warm earth. And it's those warm temperatures that really kind of melted a lot of the snow. The snow that we did get actually transformed to very wet conditions. So we have icing issues moving forward tonight through tomorrow morning. That's going to be part of your commute. Icing conditions on sidewalks, on roadways. So please be very careful. In addition to light snow accumulation still available to the lower valley elevations. Notwithstanding the mountain zones, they're still on track to get some big snow. But as our storm system, now the low pressure system itself and the cold front just along the divide, as we get into tomorrow morning, it shifts off into northeastern Colorado. So we get this backside energy. I always refer to it. And you've heard me say southwest flow, warm and windy ahead, northwest flow, cold and snowy behind. That's exactly the scenario we're getting into. For the mountain zones, it could be a snow producer. But on the leading edge of this storm system, this is going to be a severe weather indicator that's going to continue through the central plains and into the deep south for the next 48 hours. Again, we will hear stories about that, but not before we hear about blizzard-like conditions moving through the Dakotas with this system as it continues to exit northeast of us. Now, we're really only holding on to a shot of our snow showers on the backside of this. And then when this system clears out after the midweek, and it's going to be slow, we'll still have lingering clouds. We're all stuck with colder temperatures. Now, if you remember, over the weekend, we had some really great conditions on Sunday. We were registering 50 and 60 degrees. Well, that is not the case. We still, though, will keep the coldest temperatures in the mountain zones. We'll still keep snow going, but this is all exiting out of the state. So central and northern mountain zones are still going to keep good snow totals. In fact, we've already the National Weather Service hoisted up a storm warning for those northern mountain zones. Falling off of the winter weather advisory a little bit early was the Uncompahgre. Soon to fall off will be this winter storm warning in the southern zone. So everything basically in the southwest corner of Colorado is losing its energy with the storm system. And in fact, you could take Highway 50, these snow totals that I produced last night, you could take Highway 50 as our line of demarcation, and everything west of it just basically fell off with our snow totals. We still will maintain just a 1-inch shot for Grand Junction, Delta, and Montrose. But we have to get into Wednesday morning just to realize that potential, total snow potential. It's all been about the colder temperatures, finally. Now, last night our big problem was the warm air and the wind coming off of the Uncompahgre. That prevented our snow from developing. That's not the case right now. We're colder now than we were yesterday. In fact, temperatures right now in the middle and lower 30s for some of us. And then you add in the factor of just a little bit of wind, because we've certainly calmed our wind speeds down from the midnight hour of last night, but still a wind chill enough to make it colder. So the message I want to give you is, while we still maintain slight chance of snow showers, not much to it, kids are still going to have to go to school, while we still maintain that winter shot, we now have to prepare for significantly colder temperatures. We had 60 degrees yesterday in Delta. We had 49 at Grand Junction, 55 at Montrose. That is not the scenario today. And moving forward tomorrow, we're going to lose 10 degrees off of our highs today. Incidentally, our high temperatures today were realized about the same time we hit these top wind gusts during the midnight hour last night. That's always the case. It's the bizarre truth of the southwest flow. Our warmest temperatures, our strongest wind speeds were occurred during the overnight hours last night, early this morning. Thankfully, we don't have that strong wind, but the blizzard-like conditions that we're going to hear about in the northern plains, the Dakotas, that's going to have some significant wind. And we still will have wind in our mountain zones, folks. If you're traveling through the mountain corridor through Thursday morning, you should expect blowing snow, lowered visibility. The higher you go, the more snow and wind you're going to experience. The lower you move through the elevations, you're going to transition through all the way to the valley locations with icing roadways. So that's a big hazard tonight and tomorrow morning, so please be very careful with that. We still will maintain cloud coverage, but notice the temperatures in the afternoons dropping off steadily through the rest of this week. Now, for Grand Junction, it's going to take a few mornings for our lows. Typically this time of the year, Grand Junction, we're 40 and 20. This time, well, 39, 19. We're going to really drop out. We're going to bottom out our low temperatures. By the end of this week and this upcoming weekend, with those clearer skies being realized, our lows are going to plummet, and even our high temperatures, folks. Today we were upper 40s. Remember, we did that before sunrise. Actual feel this afternoon has been mostly in the 30s, and that's about where we're going to be for the rest of the week. Now, same scenario for Montrose. We should be in the upper 30s this time of the year, 39, 17 is our average low. The next couple of days, our mornings are going to feel like they should, but our afternoons moving forward, folks, get out those big jackets, get out those warm boots, warm gloves. We lose the moisture after the midweek period, but it doesn't improve our conditions.